It was a Tuesday in Kerala, India, a day that began like any other with the gentle hum of life stirring awake beneath the golden sunrise. The streets were just starting to fill, and the world felt peaceful, almost timeless. The air was thick with the scent of spices, cardamom, pepper and cinnamon, mingling with the fresh promise of rain as monsoon clouds gathered over the lush green landscape. Locals sipped steaming chai at roadside stalls, haggled over fresh produce in the bustling markets, and enjoyed the calm rhythm of another ordinary morning. Suddenly, a deafening roar shattered the sky, slicing through the tranquility like a bolt of thunder. Heads snapped upward, eyes searching the clouds for the source of the commotion. What they saw overhead was no ordinary plane, no familiar silhouette from the local airfield. Sleek, angular and menacingly gray, the craft looked more like a spaceship from a science fiction film than anything the people of Kerala had ever seen. This was a Royal Air Force F-35B Lightning II, one of the world's most advanced and secretive jets, rarely glimpsed outside military bases or air shows. But today, it wasn't gliding in for a routine landing. The jet was in trouble, descending fast and unsteady toward Cochin International Airport, a civilian hub unaccustomed to such visitors. The landing was anything but smooth. The jet hit the tarmac hard, bouncing and skidding as it fought to stay upright. Tires screeched, smoke billowed into the humid air, and for a moment the entire airport seemed to freeze in suspense, every eye fixed on the unfolding drama. Emergency crews rushed in, sirens wailing, as the jet shuddered to a halt, looking utterly out of place among the palm trees and rows of commercial airliners. The silence that followed was almost as shocking as the noise before, a heavy hush settling over the stunned crowd. Airport staff and passengers stood frozen, their faces a mix of shock, confusion, and awe. A British stealth fighter? Here, in Kerala? The question hung in the air, almost too strange to believe. Questions erupted in every language. Was there a war? Had something gone terribly wrong? Was the pilot safe? Rumors and theories spread like wildfire. Then the cockpit opened. The pilot emerged, calm and collected, having just pulled off a near-impossible landing in a foreign land. But the jet was wounded, grounded, a billion-pound marvel now stranded far from home, its secrets exposed to curious eyes. It sat there, a silent gray monument to a journey gone spectacularly wrong, drawing stares from all who passed. News crews soon arrived, cameras rolling, as journalists from across the region gathered to capture the extraordinary scene. Kerala had a new, unexpected visitor, one that would become the talk of the town, and soon, the world. And as headlines flashed across the globe, the world was about to take notice of the day a spaceship fell to Earth in Kerala. What could possibly ground a machine as advanced, as expensive, and as hyped as the F-35B? This is a jet that represents the cutting edge of military aviation, a marvel of engineering and technology. It wasn't out of fuel, and it didn't have a flat tire. No, the problem ran much deeper than the usual suspects. During a long-range transit, the jet suffered a critical failure in its lift fan system, the very heart of the technology that allows it to take off and land vertically. A feature that sets the F-35B apart from almost every other fighter jet in the world. The lift fan's bearings failed catastrophically, shattering like the most vital gear in a car engine turning to dust. Without these bearings, the entire vertical lift system is rendered useless. The pilot managed to bring the jet down safely with a conventional landing, but after that, taking off again was simply out of the question. The F-35 isn't just a jet, it's a flying supercomputer with every system and component connected by millions of lines of code all working in perfect harmony until something goes wrong. The lift fan failure triggered a cascade of system errors, lighting up the cockpit with warnings and forcing the jet into safe mode to prevent further damage. The onboard software refused to let the engine power up for takeoff, locking down the jet to protect it from even greater harm, a billion-dollar safety net. So there it sat, a billion-dollar marvel, looking flawless on the outside, but completely crippled within, unable to fulfill its mission. It couldn't hover, it couldn't fly, and it couldn't even taxi under its own power. The only way to move it was with a tow. The world's most advanced stealth fighter was now stuck at a bustling civilian airport, surrounded by commercial planes and curious onlookers, simply waiting for help to arrive. All it took was a handful of failed bearings and some stubborn software to ground a symbol of military might and technological progress. The F-35 wasn't going anywhere, at least not without a team of highly trained specialists and a lot of patience. And as the world watched, the billion-dollar bird with a hiccup became the center of attention. A reminder that even the most advanced machines can be brought down by the smallest of flaws. Fixing a stealth fighter isn't a job for your local mechanic. These jets are marvels of modern engineering, packed with technology so advanced that even the smallest repair requires a team of specialists and a mountain of paperwork. The call went out, and soon a massive RAF C-17 arrived, packed with British engineers and secretive toolkits. These weren't your average wrenches and screwdrivers. Each tool was custom-made, tracked, and guarded like treasure. But the F-35's lift fan is an American masterpiece, so a U.S. Air Force C-5 Galaxy followed, bringing Lockheed Martin and U.S. Marine Corps specialists. Their arrival turned the airport into a high-security zone, buzzing with anticipation. Cochin Airport became a mini United Nations of aerospace engineering, British, American, and Indian crews working side by side, sharing expertise, tools, and a sense of mission. The collaboration was as complex as the jet itself. The repair was a nightmare. The lift fan is buried deep in the jet, requiring near-total disassembly. Every bolt removed was a puzzle, every cable a potential risk, and the pressure was immense. Engineers built a climate-controlled tent around the aircraft to protect its sensitive systems from Kerala's humidity. The tent became their temporary fortress, shielding the jet from the tropical elements. Every screw and panel was classified, every move watched by security from all three nations. Armed guards patrolled the perimeter, ensuring that not a single secret slipped out. Locals watched in fascination, offering tea and samosas, a warm gesture in a surreal scene. The aroma of chai mingled with the scent of jet fuel, creating a unique atmosphere. The engineers, sweating in the tropical heat, gratefully accepted. For a moment, the stress melted away as they sipped tea and bit into spicy samosas, sharing smiles with their hosts. It was a blend of cutting-edge military operations and Kerala's famous hospitality. Cultures collided, but in the best way possible, over snacks and shared determination. The world's most advanced jet was getting a taste of India, one cup of chai at a time. Even the most secretive missions can't resist a little local flavor. And the repair saga had only just begun. The world watched, waiting to see if this international team could pull off the impossible. The F-35B isn't just a plane, it's a statement of military power and technology. Its stealth design makes it nearly invisible to radar, able to slip in and out of hostile territory undetected. The B variant's party trick? Vertical takeoff and landing, thanks to the now broken lift fan. This lets it operate from short runways or aircraft carriers, giving militaries unprecedented flexibility. Inside, the pilot wears a helmet worth more than most cars, seeing data projected right onto the visor. The jet is a flying intelligence hub, gathering and sharing battlefield information in real time. Each F-35 costs over £100 million, a massive investment and a symbol of Western military might. So when one gets stranded in a foreign country, it's not just a technical problem, it's a global incident. Security, reliability, and the complexity of modern warfare are all suddenly in the spotlight. The F-35 in Kerala wasn't just a broken jet, it was a symbol, exposed for all to see, and the world was watching closely. In the age of the internet, a story this strange doesn't stay serious for long. Before the engineers unpacked, the F-35's image among Kerala's palm trees became meme gold. Social media exploded. The jet photoshopped in a mundu, parked at a toddy shop, or queuing for rice. Locals joked the pilot stopped for banana chips or a backwater tour. The F-35 became the Kochi Viman, a lost, expensive tourist on an unexpected holiday. Vloggers and influencers flocked to the airport, treating the jet like a celebrity. The pilot and engineers became minor local stars, spotted at hotels and restaurants. Humor transformed the narrative, turning a potential crisis into a quirky cultural exchange. The memes made the F-35 famous worldwide, not for its stealth but for its sense of humor. Sometimes a good joke is the best kind of diplomacy. Kerala tourism saw opportunity in chaos. Instead of ignoring the grounded jet, they embraced it with viral ads. Visit Kerala, our attractions will ground you. Another, so captivating, even the world's most advanced fighter jet doesn't want to leave. The campaign was a hit, blending humor with Kerala's natural charm. Social media posts listed top 5 things our F-35 guests should do in Kerala, from Ayurvedic massages to backwater cruises. The world's media loved it. What began as a military mishap became a marketing masterstroke. Kerala was now seen as beautiful, witty, and welcoming, even to billion-dollar jets. The tourism board hijacked the narrative, earning global attention and goodwill. A clever idea had turned a logistical headache into a viral sensation. Sometimes the best PR comes from embracing the absurd. Kerala's sense of humor had won the day. Behind the memes and ads, a delicate diplomatic dance unfolded. Having a British stealth jet grounded in India required careful coordination between India, the UK, and the US. Security was paramount. Military police and intelligence teams secured the jet, restricted access, and enforced a no-fly zone for drones. Every repair step was a negotiation, balancing the need to fix the jet with the need to protect its secrets. The incident tested and strengthened the growing partnership between the three nations. Logistics, security, and diplomacy all came together smoothly. The F-35's stay in Kerala became a real-world exercise in trust and teamwork. Sometimes, a crisis is the best test of friendship. Spare a thought for the engineers, used to sterile hangars, now sweating through Kerala's monsoon. They worked long hours under pressure, every move scrutinized by governments and media. But in their downtime, they discovered Kerala's warmth, sharing food, stories, and laughter with locals. They ventured out, tasted Malabar biryani, and found themselves welcomed as guests, not just foreign technicians. The experience was unforgettable, a high-tech mission, but with a human touch. Bonds were forged over chai and shared challenges. The engineers left with more than just a fixed jet. They left with memories of a place and its people. The incident revealed the human side of military hardware. Sometimes the best stories are about the people behind the machines. As of July 17, 2025, the Kochi Viman still sits in its hangar, a silent witness to an extraordinary story. The F-35 saga in Kerala is no longer just about a broken jet. It's a tale of technology's limits, global cooperation, and the power of humor. Even the most advanced machines can be humbled by small failures. But quick thinking, good humor, and teamwork turned a crisis into a celebration. The world laughed, learned, and connected over a lost jet. In the end, it's a story of humanity, of finding charm and connection in the most unexpected places. And that's a story worth remembering.